got patrol.
Hi everybody, welcome inside the South Campus of White Bear Lake High School for this basketball matchup tonight between the Park of Cottage Grove Wolfpack and the White Bear Lake Bears. Thanks so much for joining us on SEC Sports this evening. On behalf of all of our crew, I'm Patrick Lilia. Exciting matchup tonight with two wonderful players to watch between Jack Janicki of White Bear Lake and Pharrell Payne of Park of Cottage Grove. We're so glad you've been able to come with us tonight. We'll be welcome you back inside White Bear Lake High School, getting set for tonight's matchup between the Wolfpack and the Bears. Live tonight on Channel 19 and on YouTube. We're so glad you're with us. On behalf of all of our crew, once again, I'm Patrick Lilia. A couple of exciting players to watch tonight as our starters will be introduced. Introduced first, Kanye Rahim for the Bears.
6'4" junior, forward for 2,
Evan Berth for the Wolfpack.
Forward right, 6'1", junior guard for 3, Alex Lockwood.
Alex Lockwood gets the start for the Bears tonight.
For the Wolfpack, 6' junior guard number 3, Brady Perryman.
Brady Perryman introduced for the Wolfpack.
Forward right, 6'4", sophomore guard for 5, Jack Janicki.
Jack Janicki, one of those we mentioned a couple of times thus far in the pregame.
6' junior guard, number 14, Jack Bloomberg.
Averaging 25.5 points per game his first couple of times out.
6' sophomore guard, number 22, Jack Biskin. And for Park, 6'8", junior center, number 21, Pharrell Payne.
Jack Biskin introduced for the Bears. Pharrell Payne for the Wolfpack. Payne has averaged 22 points a game himself over the first couple of games. We'll take a look at the team profiles coming into tonight's game. Bears averaging 61 points per game, the Wolfpack 59.5, so basically even there. Identical record versus teams below 500. Opponent points per game, you see the Wolfpack allowing a little bit fewer, so we'll see what gives tonight as we get set to get started. Wolfpack opening the season with a loss against Stillwater, defeated Woodbury last time out. Bears with a win at Irondale and then lost against Mounds View. So we'll get set to get started. It'll be Forsyth against Payne to take the tip-off. We are underway, controlled by the Wolfpack. In the backcourt is Jaden Lane. Lane working his way up court into the near side perimeter. He drops it down low on the baseline drive is Blumberg, and he gets it to go for Park. So Park gets the early 2-0 lead. 20 seconds into the first half. Into the front court is Raheem for White Bear. He kicks it off for Janicki. Janicki sized up by Perryman. Janicki will put up the three off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes out to Perryman. Perryman into the front court, drops it over to Blumberg. Blumberg thought about the drive, kicks it out to Payne. Payne back toward the timeline. Lane on the far side perimeter in front of the bench. No, Blumberg taking it back. Here's Lane back with it on the near side. Lane puts on a move, drives to the hoop, gets the roll, and it's 4-0 Park here in the early stages of the game. Raheem into the front court for White Bear Lake. Janicki, the top of the circle. Good ball movement here, Mizgin over to Janicki. Mizgin back with it. Mizgin, Janicki getting tied up, was able to hold the ball. He drops back toward the timeline with it. Janicki on the drive, kicks it out for Lockwood for three, off the front, no good. Rebound out to Park. Called in by Evan Berth. Berth drops it to Lane. Berth back with it, guarded by Raheem. Berth drops it off for the three attempt from Blumberg. Gets the friendly roll and the drop. And it's 7-0 Park. A little less than 2 minutes into the game. Into the front court is Janicki. Janicki to Raheem. Mizgin drops it back. No, Mizgin taking it back. He'll take the three, and he gets it to go clean. Jack Mizgin with the three. That cuts the deficit to 4. It's 7-3 Park in the early going. Park with some good early shooting. Scored on all three of their possessions thus far, and they lead 7-3. Blumberg with it. Was it taken away by Raheem, and then he loses it. That'll be taken back by Lane. Lane sizing things up as he was guarded by Raheem. Dropped it off as he crossed the timeline to Perryman. Payne got it off on the far side. It'll come back to Perryman for three. That's off the back iron, no good. Rebound able to be corralled though by Lane, and Park keeps possession as Payne. Payne or Perryman, get it down low to Payne on the drive and the soft touch finish. And it's 9-3 Park here in the early going. Terrell Payne we talked about in the pregame. He's had a great start to his season. He gets his first basket there, driving the lane, the soft touch, and the finish. Park by 6. 3 minutes into the game, it's 9-3. 22.5 points per game average. We're at 19 in the the win over Woodbury. 26 in the loss to open the season against Stillwater. Hard-fought loss against the Ponies that night. Bears going for their 9th straight victory over the Park of Cottage Grove Wolfpack. Previous 10 matchups between the two. February 18th, 2020, the last meeting. The Bears winning that by 15. Close matchup about a month before that, as the Bears only won that matchup by 9. But the Wolfpack with the strong start in the early going. Bears forced to take an early timeout. So they break out of the timeout. Raheem brings it into the front court. Raheem on the drive, kicks it out. to Forsyth. Excuse me, to Miskin. And the long three attempt goes down for Lockwood. That'll make it 9-6 in favor of Park. 14:40 to go in the first half. Good early shooting for the Wolfpack. Steal here, Raheem works it back into the front court. Raheem then fumbles it, goes off his heel out of bounds. Will go over to the Wolfpack. Berth gets it into Lane. Lane slowly into the front court with it, guarded by Raheem, drops it over to Blumberg on the near side. Lane drops it down to Berth. Berth trying to back his way down, forced back out to the perimeter. Berth pass is stolen by Raheem. Raheem quickly in transition gets the layup to go. Raheem with the steal and the finish at the other end. It's a one-point game. Fast break opportunity here for the Wolfpack. The three rattles off, no good. On the Berth attempt from the far side. Right back into the offensive zone come White Bear Lake. Raheem for three, and he's got it to go. So the Bears erase the early deficit. They're up by 2 at 11-9. They're 3 for 4, on three-point shooting so far. And a quick 9-0 run puts the Bears in front for the first time in the game. It's a down low to Payne, who's got the finish. Great quick pass from Berth. Payne driving the baseline. Right there to receive the pass. Payne, the 6'8 junior. Started to catch some attention from national scouts. Raheem with it. Being driven back by Berth. Miskin forced back from the top of the key to get it to Janicki. Janicki guarded by Perryman. Janicki with the shot that goes off the back rim, no good. Rebound out to Blumberg. Blumberg into the front court with it. Blumberg, long shot from, Lane thought about the shot to get it down low to Payne, who's fouled. Foul will go on Forsyth. That'll be the first foul for either team in the game. Payne will go to the line to shoot 2. This one is good. Jamari Walker checks in for the Wolfpack. Second one is off back iron, no good. Rebound tapped out to Lockwood. Lockwood quickly up court. Drops it down on the perimeter. Goes out of bounds. It'll be ruled off the Bears. It'll be Park basketball. 12:36 to go in the first half. 12-11. Park with the lead. Lane slowly bringing it into the front court. Raheem guarding him. Berth thought about the baseline, kicks it over to Payne. Payne. Lane back with it. Payne from the corner. Payne trying to drive through the lane where it's taken away. And Janicki works it up court. Janicki trying to make a move, guarded well. Drops it into the corner. 3 attempt from Miskin is no good. Lane quickly up floor, coast to coast, can't get the finish. Payne gets the putback. Payne there for the putback off the Lane miss on the layup. He went coast to coast, couldn't get the finish, but Payne there to clean it up. 14-11, Park leading. 11:44 to go in the first half as Lockwood drops it out. Raheem back with it on the top of the key. He'll take the 3. It'll be off the side iron, no good. Rebound Payne. Lane up court, guarded by Raheem. Get it down low, we'll get a foul on Miskin. The second foul on White Bear Lake. Checking in for the Bears, Max Steiner and Ben Brune. Walker off the inbound. Walker on the drive gets the soft floater to go at 16-11 Park. Janicki in the front court. Janicki trying to drive the baseline, and he's fouled. The first foul against the Wolfpack. Evan Berth. Janicki will inbound, gets it into Raheem. In cross-court pass. Brune gets it to Raheem. Steiner down low with it. Janicki back out with it. Janicki trying to drive, guarded well, goes for the long jumper, no good. Rebound Payne. As we back up court is Berth. Berth gets it down low to Perryman. Payne ends up with the ball shot attempt, no good. And be out of bounds, will stay with Park. Seeing both teams trying to work the tempo here in the early going. Turnovers have been an issue for both teams as well in the first 7.5+ minutes of play, as we'll have another one there, and a foul. It'll be a loose ball foul to go against number 22 of Park. That's Jamari Walker. Second foul on Park. Fouls even at 2 apiece. Raheem carries it into the front court for the Bears. Keegan Elliott. Cross court for Lockwood. Raheem. Elliott, he'll take the long three, and that's off the back rim. Park sets up in the front court. What about the long three? They get it to Payne. Payne will drop it back to the timeline. Lane. Lane guarded by Elliott. Lane to Perryman. Derek Brown. Lane thought about the long three, pulled up. He'll try the floater. There was a pass to Payne. He gets the roll and the foul. 1 and 1 for Farrell Payne. Go to the line to try to finish the three-point play. 9:50 to go first half. 18-11. Park with the early lead. Free throw off the back rim. Dickey will carry the ball into the front court for the Bears. 9:43 to go in the first half. 18-11 Park leading it. Nicky to Misgan. Misgan now taking it back. Misgan got the scene set up. That'll allow him to take the three, which he gets to go. So Misgan with the three. That'll cut it to 18-14. 6 points now for Misgan. Nearly a turnover for the Wolfpack, and able to get the finish instead is Walker. Walker from just inside the free throw line. 20-14, Park leading it. 4 points now for Walker. Awkward floater, no good. Rebound Payne as Lane will work it into the front court for the Wolfpack. Lane will take the corner three and get it to go. Jaden Lane with his first bucket. That's a long three. It's 23-14 Park. Janicki in the front court with it for the Bears. Janicki guarded by Lane. Janicki forced to slow it down. Long jumper off glass goes down for Max Steiner. His first bucket of the game. 23-16 Park. 8:28 to go in the first half. Wolfpack working it in the front court. Blumberg will take the jumper from just inside the free throw line, hit the front iron, no good. Rebound carried into the front court by Lockwood. Lockwood thought about the drive, kicks it out to Steiner. Janicki back near the timeline. Janicki working around Lane. Janicki drops it back outside the perimeter. Steiner will take the long jumper and goes down. Steiner with the jumper from just inside the three-point line. It's 23-18. Steiner now with 4 points. Blumberg at the other end with it. Drops it back to Lane. Brown on the drive. We get a whistle and 7:41 to go here in the first half. Timeout taken by the Wolfpack. So each team starting to heat up on the floor. Park had the early shooting bonanza. They had the really good first 3 possessions. They led 9-0. Bears have heated up since then after they misfired on their first couple of possessions. It's a 5-point game, 23-18. Pharrell Payne leading the way with 9 points. Keith Lockwood in his 15th season at White Bear Lake as the head coach. Park will break the timeout. Perryman will inbound. Lane quickly back to Perryman off the inbound. Lane. That's a Blumberg. Blumberg, Lane with it. Nearly stolen away, but Brown able to maintain possession. He gets it to Blumberg for the 3 from the corner, which goes down. Jack Blumberg with the 3 from the corner. It's 26-18. Park leading by 8 with 7:15 to go in the half. Raheem is fouled as he drove toward the basket. Foul is on Derek Brown. That's his first. That's the 3rd foul against the Park team. Raheem back off the inbound. Raheem will take the 3 off the iron, no good. Lane with it in the front court. Blumberg, who just hit the 3 a moment ago. Brown. Lane back with it. Excuse me, that's Walker. Perryman. Good perimeter defense from the Bears here on this possession. Blumberg to Lane. Brown will take the 3 and rolls off. So Brown had a good look, but the ball rolls out. Into the front court is Janicki. Raheem at the top of the circle. He's guarded by Lane. So Raheem gets it over to Janicki. Janicki trying to back things down, kicks it out to Raheem. Good perimeter defense from Park here on this sequence. The floater off glass is good for Mizgin. Mizgin now with 8 points. Brown with the floater at the other end, and he gets to go down. Derek Brown has his first bucket of the night. 28-20. Park with the lead, 5:45 to go in the first half. Raheem back in the front court to Janicki. Janicki fouled as he began his drive. That'll be the first foul on Brady Perryman. 4th foul on the Wolfpack. Payne back in the game for the Wolfpack. Steiner on the drive, back down by Payne. Nice work to get it down low for the finish from Mizgin. Mizgin now with 10 points. Blumberg trying to drive the lane. Gets the little floater to go. Good awareness to let the defender make his move in front of him, and he had a good look at the basket. 5 points for Blumberg here in the first half. Janicki on the drive, got it, and the foul. Janicki will go to the line to shoot the and one. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Janicki doesn't get the finish. Payne is fouled on the rebound. Second foul on Will Forsythe. 4-team fouls for the Bears here in the first half. The Park in the white uniforms with the green trim. White Bear Lake in the home black is. We're going to say that Blumberg stepped out of bounds. Turnover will go over to the Bears. Raheem off the inbound. 4:45 to go first half. 30-24. Park with the lead. Raheem on the drive. Gets it off glass and goes down. Raheem with 5 points in this first half. Brown back into the front court for the Wolfpack. Brown trying to work his way around. A long shot from Berth in the corner, no good. Rebound into the front court, Lockwood. Lockwood to Janicki. Janicki will take the fadeaway jumper, doesn't get the friendly roll as it rolls out. Brown into the front court. Berth trying to drive the baseline, gets it down to Payne, doesn't get the bucket but gets fouled. With the first foul on Janicki, it'll be 2 free throws for Darrell Payne. First one rattles around and goes down. Payne gets both. He now has 11 points. Payne on pace to continue his season average. Raheem on the drive is fouled. He entered the lane. Be the first on Blumberg. 6 fouls now for the Wolfpack, so the next foul will put the Bears at the line. To Steiner off the inbound. Janicki. Miskin, back to Janicki. Janicki trying to drive through the lane, kicks it out to Raheem. Raheem will drive the baseline, kick it back out, take the long jumper. That'll be a foul on the Wolfpack as Raheem hits the deck. Second on Berth, 7th team foul for the Wolfpack. Raheem at the line to shoot a pair. First one no good. Does get the second to go. Raheem now with 6 points in the first half. Perryman, Blumberg. Blumberg through traffic, had it partially blocked, couldn't get it to go. Lockwood quickly into the front court, slows it down. Now he starts to try to drive around Lane. Lane forces him back. Miskin for 3, no. Rebound Payne. Perryman over to Lane. Blumberg driving the three-point line. Kicks it back out toward the timeline. Starts to drive on Raheem as he sets up Perryman. Lane with it. Lane guarded well by Mizgin. Loses the ball out of bounds. It'll go over to the Bears. 2:38 to go in the first half. 32-27, Park leading. Pharrell Payne with 11 points. Mizgin has 10 for the Bears here in the first half. Mizgin on the drive, drops it out to Raheem. Raheem will take the long shot, that's blocked by Payne. Lane over to Payne. Payne driving from the free throw line, too strong on the layup. And in transition the other way, here's Mizgin with the easy two. Mizgin now with 12. Payne down low, Payne driving in and gets the friendly bounce. .29 Park, under 2 minutes to go in the half. Mizgin, miscommunication, nobody there, it'll go over to Park. Ben Brune checks back in for the Bears. Last minute and a half of play in this first half. Perryman. Payne down low, easy finish, and the foul. Pharrell Payne just having his way here in this first half. Now has 15 points. He'll go to the line to try to add one more. That'll be the first on Steiner as Payne gets the free throw to drop. Brune working the perimeter. Raheem getting it down low to Steiner. Back to Janicki. Janicki guarded by Perryman. Janicki cross-court pass for Brune. Brune has to drop it back to Janicki. Again, really good perimeter defense. Janicki will lock for the long three. That's off the back rim. No good. Rebound Payne. Lane back in the front court with 48 seconds left. Driving the baseline is Walker. No. Rebound Raheem. He'll push the tempo up the floor. Raheem on the drive. And the foul. So Raheem will go to the line with 37.1 to go in the half. The second on Perryman. Raheem gets the first one down. Second one no good, so it remains 37-30 in favor of Park. Wolfpack likely will hold for the last shot if they get something they really like. Nico Henderson, the long three from Lane, just as I was saying they were going to hold for the last shot. Good defense there from Park as Lockwood was wide open waiting for the breakaway in transition as Janicki gets the drive to go down to make it a 5-point game. Payne, 5 seconds to play. Payne on the drive, gets the finish as he just spun his way around Steiner. That'll take us to the end of the first half. Pharrell Payne, just a phenomenal performance in that opening half. $18 points in that opening frame. It'll be a 39-32 lead for Park. We're going to take a break here at the end of the first half. come back with some stats and highlights. You're watching SEC Sports, live presentation of White Bear Lake basketball.
Hi, I'm Vivica Fox. For more than 100 years, American Humane has been helping our best friends in their worst times, during hurricanes, tornadoes, and increasingly, wildfires. They're real heroes to these animals. But Mother Nature isn't the only danger that animals face. Sometimes it's human nature that's the greatest threat. Each year, more than 6 million beautiful adoptable animals are being abandoned, and more than 1 million are euthanized before they can be rescued. These animals need heroes too. Heroes to open up their hearts and homes and to give them the love they deserve. Be a hero to an animal in need. Consider becoming an American Humane Rescue volunteer or adopt from your local shelter. Visit AmericanHumane.org to find out how you can be a hero and help our best friends in their worst times.
I am the father of a 9-year-old little girl and a 6-year-old little boy, and I find fatherhood both relentlessly challenging and relentlessly rewarding. Both of our children came to us in amazing ways. My daughter is biological and my son is adopted. I love them both so much, from the morning when you wake up to putting them to bed at night, and every moment in between. It really is so special, and boy, is it exhausting. One thing that I fear about being a parent is the future for my children, because I think a parent's job is to protect our children, but also prepare them for the world so they become good, kind human beings. But I'm also hopeful that the future holds a more inclusive and compassionate world for them, and I know that they're going to make the world a better place.
STEM is the discipline of hard numbers, precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to get messy, or just mess it up. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to try. Dare to fail. Dare to keep daring. Dare to learn the difference between organic, sedimentary, and non-foliated metamorphic rock. Get outside, find those rocks. Dare to be homeroom famous, a high school fable. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. And for the love of STEM, dare bigger. Dare to code, dare to invent, dare to explore, dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Welcome you back inside White Bear Lake High School, live tonight on Channel 19 and on YouTube. Park Wolfpack leading 39-32 after the first half. A phenomenal first half for Pharrell Payne of the Wolfpack with 18 points. Jack Miskin leading the way for the Bears. He has 12. See some of the first half highlights. Long three for Kanye Raheem. Raheem himself had 7 in that opening half. 3 there from Miskin, leading the way with 12. Lane, that was his only bucket of the first half for the Wolfpack, that 3 from the corner there. Blumberg, a 3 from the corner for the Wolfpack. Brown got the little floater there. And then it was the Pharrell Payne experience for the Wolfpack in that first half. We talked about the 18 points, just unstoppable down low. 4 free throws for Payne in that first half. Miskin 2 for 5 from the line. But Park had pretty much everything working in that first half. They had the good three-point shooting, and then they had Payne going down low, just using that size, pretty much out-muscle everybody underneath for some really easy buckets under the basket. About 5 minutes left to go before the second half starts. 39-32 Wolfpack leading here at White Bear Lake. Haven't beaten the Bears in 9 tries. Hopefully changing that narrative tonight from the Wolfpack perspective. The Bears will come out in the second half and try to flip the script and pull out another win over the Wolfpack. We'll be back.
The Asian longhorn beetle is eating holes in our trees. Perfectly round holes in trees across our region. The Asian longhorn beetle is destroying our trees, literally eating them right where they stand. Look for holes in your trees. By keeping an eye out, we can put an end to the Asian longhorn beetle and help keep our trees safe. Report the Asian longhorn beetle. Call or go online at asianlonghornbeetle.com.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
We all make more than 35,000 decisions a day. Most are small, but some can be life-changing.
When it comes to taking care of yourself, the most important choices can be hard to make. Like having a tough conversation instead of ignoring a buddy's call.
Or being there for support, not assuming things will just get better. Make the decision to be there, for the veterans in your life, for your community, for yourself. Learn more at BeThereForVeterans.com.
I had to pack up all my things. I had to leave my home. And I never knew where I was going next. It felt like I never even had a say. But then you came along.
Change a child's story. There's a child in foster care waiting for a volunteer like you. Learn how you can help at casaforchildren.org.
It is the most amazing gift that you can give someone. Is seeing individuals have an opportunity for their lives that they would never have again.
Let's roll. Wait, what's that?
A hawk feather?
That's right, baby.
His job is important.
But this is what matters most.
Welcome back to White Bear Lake High School. Wolfpack leading the Bears 39-32 after the first half of play. Terrell Payne with 18 points for the Wolfpack in that first half. Payne, who was starting to be talked about a little bit, catching the attention of some national scouts. The way he's been playing over the first couple of games coming into this season. A much bigger role for the Wolfpack than he had last season. Only averaged about 6 points a game last year. But this season so far, 22.5 per game, and well on track tonight to meet or exceed that as he has 18 after the first half. A little bit of slow going for the Bears on the offensive side for Janicki, only 4 points. We take a look at the standings thus far. Each team with a win and a loss. In the Suburban East standings, although different sections for these schools, as White Bear Lake is in Section 4, Park is in Section 3. Just getting set to start the second half, moments away. Bears would really like to get Janicki going after the fantastic start he had of the season. Leading the team in points last year as just a freshman with 14.6. Park was 4-1 when leading at the half last season. So all 5 starters for both teams will be back out there as we get the second half underway. The Bears will inbound with Lockwood. Gets it into Raheem in his own backcourt. 39-32, Wolfpack leading after the first half. Lockwood with it in front of his own bench, trying to get it down low for Raheem. Kicks it back out to Misgan. 3 from the corner for Raheem is no good, and the rebound for Payne. Payne, who's pulled down quite a few boards as well. Probably close to a double-double by this point if he hasn't gotten there already. Jaden Lane sets up Evan Berth. Berth started driving down, kicked it back out. Jaden Lane back with it, guarded by Raheem, able to maintain it as Raheem nearly came away with the steal. We'll get an offensive foul against Park to open the second half. That'll be the third on Perryman. My apologies, they're going to give it to Payne. That's his first. Bears back in the front court with Misgan. Raheem traveled as he took the pass. The Bears turn it back over. 17 minutes to play in the regulation. Just a minute gone by in the second half. Still 39-32 in favor of Park of Cottage Grove. Perryman on the far side. Blumberg back to Lane. Get a down low to Blumberg as he drives, can't get the finish. Janicki with the rebound. Janicki, somebody who the Bears would really like to get going in the second half with just those 4 points. Raheem back out to Misgan. Lockwood, he'll take a long 3. That hits the front rim, no good. Rebound, Janicki gets it to go, and the foul. So right when the Bears needed it, Janicki comes up with the bucket and the foul. Be the third on Perryman. Janicki unable to complete the three-point play as Payne comes away with the rebound. Lane, guarded by Raheem. Janicki nearly with the steal. Perryman sends a long lob pass back to the near side, and Berth. Perryman, cross-court pass for Blumberg. Lane will work it back around. 5-point game, 39-34. Berth on the drive, kicks it back out, losing it, but able to recover his lane. Lane. So get it down low to Berth, who gets the finish. Berth with his first bucket, and it's 41-34 Park. As Mari Walker back into the game for the Wolfpack. Raheem into the front court. Raheem on the drive, goes to the bucket and lays it in. Raheem turned on the speed, drove to the bucket, got it to go. There's Lane on the baseline drive. Blumberg on the drive, couldn't get the finish. Janicki into the front court, guarded by Lane. Janicki thought about the shot, dropped it out to Misgan. This one tipped away by Lane, but Janicki able to recover before Lane. Janicki back into the front court with it. Janicki guarded by Payne, kicks it out to Raheem. Raheem drives the baseline, Misgan. Janicki will take the three, no. Rebound though, comes out to Forsyth. Back to Janicki at the timeline. Janicki off glass, no. Payne trying to tip it out, and it'll go over to the Wolfpack. The refs are going to get together and talk about it. And they will stay with the original call that it's Wolfpack basketball. Blumberg into the front court with it for the Wolfpack. 14:20 to go in the second half. We'll get an offensive foul against the Wolfpack. It'll be the third on Payne. So Payne, who was clean in that first half, suddenly finds himself with three in the early going of the second half. Bears working it in the front court. Janicki on the drive. What a move and a finish off glass. That's 8 now. Already doubled. Already matched his point total for that first half. But there's a steal from Misgan. Misgan ahead to Lockwood, who finishes at the other end. Timeout Wolfpack as the Bears close the deficit to 1 with 13:43 to play. Janicki had the great finish as he kind of went around the world to get the layup off glass. And then the steal generates the bucket from Lockwood at the other end. As you see the finish from Lockwood there. First bucket for Alex Lockwood. The Bears with a nice run to trim the deficit to just 1. 41-40, 13:43 left. Thank you for joining us live on Channel 19 tonight and on YouTube. I'm Patrick Lilia on behalf of all of our crew back in the truck and here in the arena. Check us out on social media, SCC TV on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and SCC TV Sports on Twitter for the latest in news, upcoming broadcasts, and much more. Lane will carry it, Blumberg will carry it in off the inbound. Slowly brings it into the front court. Berth, back to Blumberg. Blumberg guarded by Lockwood. As Berth travels with it, they'll go over to the Bears. Bears with a chance to take their first lead since it was 11-10. Raheem in the front court. Taking it back from Misgan. Janicki. Lockwood getting tied up by Blumberg. Payne on the drive. Raheem on the drive gets it to go, and the Bears are in front for the first time since it was 11-10. Lane back at the other end, kicks it over to Payne. Dangerous cross-court pass. Lane with it. Take the long two from the free throw line and gets it to go. So the Wolfpack back in front, 43-42. Raheem brings it into the front court. Janicki with the long three. That'll bounce off iron as Payne flies in for the rebound. We'll get a foul on Raheem. That'll be his first of the game. First foul of the half for the Bears. 3 for the Wolfpack so far in the second half. Steiner checks back in for the Bears. Lob inbound pass pulled down by Walker. Brown. Back over to Lane. Lane gets it down to Payne. Brown. A 3 from Berth is good, and it's a 4-point game once again. 46-42. Wolfpack in front. Raheem in the front court. Janicki guarded by Lane. Good defense from Lane. Steiner able to set the screen. Janicki from the free throw line, no good. Rebound kicks around. Payne had it briefly. Raheem comes up with a loose ball. He drives, kicks it out to Janicki. Janicki gets it down low to Raheem, who can't finish. Had a second opportunity, yet can't get that to go either. Brown into the front court with it. Drops it down to Payne on the baseline. Payne will kick it back out to Lane. Back down to Payne again as a foul is called on the floor. That'll be the first of the game on, the second on Steiner. Second team foul for the Bears in the half. Quick shot off the inbound, rolls around and goes down for Walker. He has 6. 6-point game suddenly once again. 7-0 run for the Wolfpack, putting them back up. Raheem in the front court. Lockwood will take the 3, and he gets it to go. Alex Lockwood with 5. That'll make it 48-45. 10:38 to go in regulation. Foul on Steiner as he went over the back. That'll be the third on him. Inbound to Payne. Payne loses it, able to get it back. Lobs it off to Lane. Brown works it in front of the Park bench. Lane gets the screen. That was guarded well by Raheem. 3 from the near side goes down for Berth. And it's a 6-point game yet again. We're at 51-45. Berth with 5. 3 rolls in and out on the near side for Mizgin, but an offensive rebound for Janicki. Janicki guarded by Payne. Janicki for 3 from the other side. That hits the front iron, no good. And the rebound for Lane. So lob it up and out of bounds, a little bit too far for Walker. Turnover goes over to the Bears. 9:54 left in regulation. It's a 6-point game, 51-45. Raheem into the front court. Mizgin. Janicki and Mizgin trying to set something up on the perimeter. Raheem will take the 3. No. Rebound Lane. Get it it down low to Payne as he's able to get the bucket. That's his first of the second half. He now has 20. The Bears trying to encourage their team with some energy from the bench. A drive by Mizgin, he's fouled. Second on Derek Brown. 4 fouls in the half for the Wolfpack as Mizgin will go to the line. Forsyth and Brune check in for the Bears. Perryman back in for the Wolfpack. Mizgin able to get both free throws to go down. He now has 14 in the game. Approach the midpoint of the second half. Down low for Walker, airballs it. Nicky controls the ball off the rebound for Mizgin. 53-47, Wolfpack leading. Brock Togner with the ball. Back to Mizgin. Mizgin tied up, double teamed as it's stolen away, carried back up by Walker. Great job at the other end by Janicki to generate the steal. Could be a 4-on-1 if they hurry. And a nice job to take it back by Berth. Berth gets it up to Lane. Lane goes around the world, feeds Payne. No, but he's fouled. Payne will go to the line to shoot a pair. That'll be the third on Forsyth for White Bear Lake. See the stats, the first couple of games, 22.5 points a game. Payne gets the first to go. He now has 21, so pretty much right at that average for the first couple of games for him. Payne's second free throw rolls around and drops. Bears quickly into the front court. Mizgin gonna work around Lane. Taking it back from Forsyth is Janicki. Getting it down low to Togner. He'll try the 2 and get it to go from just inside the baseline. It's 55-49. Lane works it into the front court. Lane over to Payne. Payne drops it back outside the perimeter. Lane set up the 3 off the screen, rolls off. Ball still being knocked around. Ball still loose. And eventually corralled by Togner. We'll get a foul against the Wolfpack. First on Jaden Lane. 5 fouls now on the Wolfpack here in the second half. Raheem controls in his backcourt. Brings it in up. He'll set up the play. Janicki. Guarded by Perryman. Mizgin. Raheem trying to drive the lane. Puts it up, no. He went through traffic. Rebound for Payne. Berth. They get it down low for Payne. Payne drops it off for Lane. Corner 3 wide open. No good. It was taken from Berth. Raheem into the front court. Mizgin driving the baseline, puts it up over Payne, no. Rebound Janicki, yes, and the foul. For Janicki, and he'll try to add one more to make it a 3-point game. That's the fourth on Payne, and that's not insignificant either. Payne will stay in the game. Now will be forced to sit down. Perhaps. It looks like he will have to, looks like they were going to sit him down, and then now they're going to have to keep him in, the officials saying not so fast on that substitution, so Payne forced to stay out there with the 4 fouls. 6:35 to go here in the second half. It's a 3-point game. And a timeout taken by Park. 55-52 Wolfpack. We're in for a thrilling finish here from the White Bear Lake High School South Campus. Payne leading all scorers with 22. As we said, 4 fouls. So he will have to be careful the rest of the way. Of course, the Wolfpack certainly cannot afford to not have him in there the final few minutes of play. Upcoming schedule for White Bear Lake. Roseville comes in here on the 26th. Couple of games on the road, then at East Ridge and Stillwater. Mounds View, the Mustangs just beating White Bear Lake. They make their visit here on February 5th. And the always exciting visit to Cretin-Durham Hall. Take on Woodbury, make a trip up to Forest Lake. Rematch with the Raiders from Cretin-Durham Hall. Get a visit from Irondale. Rematch with the Wolfpack, February 26th. And then close out the regular season against East Ridge and Forest Lake. Well, the Wolfpack come out of the timeout with Payne on the bench with those 4 fouls. Lane from the inbound. Blumberg. Set up Berth, and he gets the finish. Little backdoor pass. Berth finishes the layup. It's 57-52. Raheem into the front court for the Bears. Mizgin, it was nearly stolen away by Berth. Mizgin trips, and that'll result in a travel. Mizgin a little slow to get up. See the replay, Mizgin went on the drive, just stumbled a bit, might have caught the ankle a little awkwardly. Looks like he's okay. He checks out. Blumberg, Berth on the drive, loses the ball, carried by Janicki into the front court by himself, but unable to get the finish. Was a little bit contested. Janicki, unfortunately, just couldn't get the roll to go down. Long 3 from Blumberg, no. Rebound eventually controlled by Lockwood. 5:40 to go in regulation, 57-52. Bears leading the feed down to Raheem, and he can't get the finish. Berth, back to Perryman. Lane will slow things down. Park up by 5 as we approach the 5-minute mark of the second half. Blumberg. Perryman. Lane. Lane kicks it out to Walker for 3, yes. Walker with a big 3. He has 9, and it's an 8-point game with under 5 minutes to play. Raheem trying to drive, has to kick it out to Lockwood for 3. No, rebound Walker. Lane brings it into the front court. Now an 8-point game at 60-52. Wolfpack turn it over with 4:31 to play. Janicki works it in off the inbound. He has 10 in the game. Lockwood gets it down low. And the finish from Brune. Brune on the score sheet for the first time. That'll make it a 6-point game with 4:15 to go. So Park up by 6, 60-54, with 4:15 remaining in regulation. Pharrell Payne with 22 points for the Wolfpack. He's on the bench right now with 4 fouls. Janicki has 10. Mizigan with 14. That leads the Bears in scoring. Gagne Rahim with 11. Take a look now at the Wolfpack schedule. A couple of home games coming up against East Ridge and Mounds View. Then they will head up to Forest Lake, take on Woodbury, Irondale, Cretin Durham Hall, Roseville at Stillwater against White Bear Lake, at East Ridge, Forest Lake, and then Cretin Durham visits to close out the regular season. I want to say thank you once again to all of our viewers who've tuned in tonight live on Channel 19 and on YouTube. On behalf of all of our SEC Sports crew, I'm Patrick Lilia. It's a pleasure to be with you. 4:15 left in regulation, inbound to Blumberg. Bears turning up the backcourt pressure a little bit, but don't stretch it too far. Carried into the front court by Blumberg. Payne still on the bench with those 4 fouls. We hit the 4-1 mark. Turnover goes to the Bears, and they will inbound. 4:01 left in regulation. Janicki. Janicki on the drive, can't get it to go. Berryman comes away with the rebound. Janicki putting on some pressure in the backcourt as Lane gains the timeline. Berth. Janicki went for the steal, but Lane able to come away with it. Blumberg driving the baseline, finishes. Blumberg with his 7 points, making it an 8-point game once again, 62-54 as we kick down toward 3 minutes to play. Lockwood with it. Brune. Get down low to Steiner. Steiner can't get the roll. Lockwood follows up with the finish. 62-56. Barth with it, slowing things down just inside the timeline. Walker with a big 3 a little bit ago. Lane, guarded by Brune. Wolfpack doing a good job of ball movement. As on the drive, hits the side of the backboard is Lane. Bears running out of time. Bad pass will go into the backcourt. That'll be an over and back. As Payne and Mizigan will check back into the game. Timeout will be taken here with 2:09 left in regulation. It'll be taken by the Bears. Notice to reset where we are. It's a 6-point game, 62-56. Park with the lead over the Bears. They haven't beaten the Bears in 9 tries. They're 2:09 away from doing so this evening. It seems like Park has had an answer every time the Bears have put a run together. Saw it a little bit in the first half, but especially over that last couple of minutes, the Bears took the lead 42-41. But the Wolfpack answered with a 7-0 run and have been able to keep the Bears at arm's length since then. The head coaches Mike Weah and Keith Lockwood mapping out the final 2:09. We will come out of the timeout with Park inbounding. They will get it into Lane. Come down to 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Janicki almost came away with the steal. They'll get it back out to Lane. 2 minutes to play. Park 62, White Bear Lake 56. Nearly tipped away, but Berth able to keep possession. Berth on the drive, puts it up. He's fouled, doesn't get the bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. That'll be the fourth on Will Forsyth. Sixteen fouls for Park in the half, 5 for the Bears. First free throw from Berth is good. It's a 7-point game with 1:50 to go. Raheem quickly off the inbound into the front court. It's an 8-point game, 64-56. Raheem's three is blocked by Walker. Raheem able to maintain the rebound. Nizgin, and back over to Janicki. Janicki can't handle it. Janicki, harassed by Perryman, has it stolen by Berth, carried into the front court with 1:30 left. Nizgin trying to take the ball away, but they get it over to Lane. Lane. Wolfpack will be content to just run some clock here, as Lockwood will be called for the foul. And that was the last foul to give for the Bears. That'll be the first on Lockwood. Inbound to Lane. 1:10 remaining. Lane is fouled by Lockwood, and Lane will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. So Lockwood picks up his second. Rebound is off, but Payne comes up, shot was off, but Payne comes up with the rebound. The ball out of bounds over to Park. Timeout taken by Park with 1:05 left. Payne was on the bench for a good chunk of the home stretch with those 4 fouls, but he checks back in and comes up big there with the offensive rebound. With 1:05 left. Park takes the timeout. They'll be inbounding when we come back. We'll stay right here, excuse me. 64-56. You take a look at some of our upcoming broadcasts. Matamidi against Hill Murray girls basketball. That's on January 26th. Tartan and Henry Sibley boys hockey on the 28th. Boys basketball, Matamidi and Henry Sibley February 1st. Girls hockey on February 5th with North Tartan and Hastings, and then again on the 9th with White Bear Lake and East Ridge. And on the 12th, Tartan against North in girls basketball. Of course, stay tuned to SEC Sports TV on Twitter, SEC TV Sports on Twitter for all the latest updates in terms of where you can find us on your local TV. .105 left, neither team with a foul to give. Janicki with a great interception off the inbounds pass. Janicki will take it into the front court. He'll take the three. No, but he's fouled. And he will go to the line and shoot three. Earth picks up his third. Janicki makes the first of the three. Janicki with the second one that goes down as well. As he makes all three of the free throws, he now has 13 in the game. 58.6 left at the 5-point game. Lane tied up in the backcourt as he's fouled by Mizgin. That'll be the second on Mizgin as Lane will shoot the 1-and-1 at the other end. Eighth team foul on the Bears. Wolfpack with 7, so neither with any more fouls to give. Again, unable to convert on the 1-and-1 is Lane. Raheem quickly into the front court. Raheem trying to drive, puts it up off the bottom of the iron, but a foul will be called here on Raheem there on the drive. They call the foul on Walker. That's his second. Couple of big free throws here. Raheem gets the first. And the second, so it's a 3-point game. Park looking to inbound. And run the baseline, it's stolen by Janicki. Janicki with it up in the corner, and that is taken away by Payne. Berth able to get it to Lane into the timeline. They get it down low to Payne. 30 seconds left to play. Dangerous pass. Play is still live. Lane with it. Now we get a whistle with 25.4. It'll be the third on Mizgin, and Berth will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Frantic sequence there as Janicki came up with the steal, then Payne stole it right back. No good on the free throw. But Park able to come up with the offensive rebound as Lane is fouled with 22.1. Mizgin picks up his fourth. Lane now shooting 2 when he misses the first. Should the Bears finish off the great comebacks, a little bit of tough free throw shooting for the Wolfpack at the line as Lane makes the second. Lane with 4 points, but it is now a 4-point game with the 3 off the mark. Rebound Walker. Walker is fouled by Raheem. Walker will head to the line to shoot a pair with 11.3 to go. The second on Kanye Raheem. First one off the mark for Walker. Second one off the mark as well. 10 seconds to go. For all intents and purposes, a two-possession game. The three from Janicki is off the mark. Rebound Lane, he's fouled with 3.1 left. Raheem picks up his third. Lane will shoot a pair. Lane off the front iron on the first one. Does finish the second, 66-61. He from Lockwood at the buzzer, no good, and Park defeats White Bear Lake for the first time in 9 tries. Led by Pharrell Payne with his 23. And the Wolfpack defeat White Bear Lake by a score of 66-61. On behalf of all of our crew, David and Arlen back in the truck, all of our cameramen and everyone else on site here at White Bear Lake Senior High School, I'm Patrick Lilia. It's been a pleasure to be with you. For the first time, White Bear Lake has fallen against the Wolfpack since 2016. We'll wrap things up for you here. Jack Biskin at 12, 14 for the Bears. Nicky had a much better second half than first. He finishes with 13. And Raheem with 13 for the Bears in the tough loss tonight against the Wolfpack. behalf once again of all of our crew here at White Bear Lake High School, we're so glad you joined us live tonight on Channel 19 and on YouTube. Once more time, the final score, Park of Cottage Grove 66, White Bear Lake 61. We will catch you soon from an arena near you.